What's up, gays? It's your guy, Cucumber Chan. And, I'm back with, another video. Yep. Okay. No, enough of the impression. What is up, folks? Gay men of YouTube. How are y'all doing? I'm pretty good. One of my favorite characters in the entire history of the internet has resurfaced finally. Chris Chan, tweeting up a storm, rolling out new videos. Wow, the newest Chris Chan videos. I haven't seen one of those since 2021 and the allegations / charges. It's a very exciting time if you're a fan of the Chan. But with all that being said, before I jump into all of new stuff, all the new stuff thrown out into the world, why don't I just give you a brief little recap of who Chris Chan is and how we got here. Christine Weston Chandler, aka Chris Chan, is the most cyber-bullied person in history. A mixture of autism and low IQ made him a prime target for internet trolls. Chris would burst onto the scene in the mid-2000s when someone would candidly take a picture of Chris and a bizarre-looking necklace. The internet would do a deep dive and find out that the necklace was an effigy to Sonichu, a copyright-infringing character of his creation that he depicts in comic books. I used the term comic books very loosely. This would instantly launch his career as one of the OG lolcows. And as the years would go on, Chris would end up becoming a content creator, at the same time getting tricked into extremely ridiculous situations by trolls.
For the longest time, apps have been advertised and meant for straight men to attract women. It was certainly not meant to attract other dudes. You know, Mike. I would ask to ban sale of and use of the product from the homos, but that would be retarded.
Some of the highlights are war with a clone named Liquid Chris, who would remake all of YouTube videos word for word.
Hello. Y'all, some of you may have seen
have seen the
which I've recently
video that was posted last night, saying that I was of the wrong orientation.
Getting tricked into posting a house tour online only to reveal that her parents are hoarders.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. This was the living room, again.
Which led demanding the trolls take the video down.
Not even the Sir Captain's log introduction, because this is dead serious. The inside and outside tour I did a few months ago of my house. Everyone here, my mother and my father are angry at me. They're blaming me. It's my fault. I am it. It's my fault. I want everything about my house off the internet. I'll send in detectives. I'll send in police. I'll send in everything in my power to get it off the internet.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Shut that goddamn thing off.
Alright, let me just
get that stuff off of there.
I'm working
off of there fast.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Oh yeah, please get everything off of the internet now.
The house would actually eventually burn down from a frayed extension cord that was coming out from the bathroom into the hallway to plug in a coffee maker. A coffee maker in the hallway that was being plugged into the bathroom, and then the cord got frayed from the door, rubbing up against it every time they closed the door to use the bathroom. This is real. This actually happened. Falling in love with trolls who were pretending to be women a countless number of times, which would usually lead to being coerced into recording videos of herself doing something extremely embarrassing, and then having them leaked online. In the 2010s, she trolled into becoming trans.
So, for $50, we could do a cuddle. For $100, we could do pretty much near anything. I don't do anal, though. I'll do anal.
Allegedly. Obviously, I can't prove that. That is just my take on it, so take my word for it. But in my opinion, evidence does seem to point that way. It's also worth noting that at this time, this was around the time her father had passed away tragically as well. Chris took this very, very hard, and it began her descent into complete insanity. Like anything that had been tethering her to reality, this is like the what is it called? The event horizon, the point of no return, so to speak. In the early days of becoming trans, she would attempt to slice open her taint with a knife in an attempt, I guess, to free
her genie up
that she was convinced was growing underneath the skin in her taint. For obvious reasons, I cannot show you pictures of this, but
she herself
did take pictures of this and post them online. At the peak of mental illness, she started to believe that we lived in like this multiverse where there would be our universe, but then also a separate universe where specifically cartoon characters existed, and
she
was gonna be the Neo, the Jesus figure that somehow managed to merge these two realities together. She still currently thinks that to this day. His mental breakdown over the years would eventually lead to his arrest in 2021. If you want a pretty in-depth breakdown of what happened up until 2021, like from the beginning of his life up until, I did I think it was a 3.5 hour documentary style video on Chris Chan. You could check out there, I guess. Oh, okay, lost my ear. I have reached my final form. Check it out if you want, but we shall continue on from here. In 2021, Chris would be arrested for allegedly having
fun time
with his mother, whose brain caught a case of the Joe Bidens. She has dementia.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
These allegations wouldn't really just fall out of the sky, though. It was in 2016 that Chris would actually kind of go on this weird rant on Facebook about how
family play
is wincest, essentially. He would say, quote, anyhow, who among everyone in this world has not had a dream of having
fun time
with one of their parents, never acting on them, ever? I myself did have dreams of having
fun time
with my mother. That is a direct quote from the Chan woman herself. In 2021, one of the more evil trolls, Isabella Loretta Jank, would have a private Discord call with Chris, which obviously couldn't piece together that it was being recorded and would be leaked online to the internet, like literally everything else he's ever done ever. Because Chris does not possess the ability to learn from mistakes. In this leak call, Chris would admit to engaging in a
fun time
relationship with his mother for the past couple weeks. After the call leaked, information would be passed along to authorities and a wellness check would be placed on his mother Barb, and Chris would be arrested on August the 1st, 2021. In September of 2021, while incarcerated, Chris would write a letter to Null, the CEO of Kiwi Farms, loosely admitting to the heinous acts committed on his mother. Quote, we mainly cuddled, soul bonded, and talked. Consensual and emotionally and mentally supportive and healing. I did as I had done for and with a chosen few back in Israel over 2,000 years ago in cleansing them. I include that last part because that is a reference to Chris still believing that he is Jesus. So just, you can get a mental state of little snapshot of mental state. Chris's case would be postponed a number of times until July 28th, 2022, where they essentially just scheduled the case to go before a grand jury for a felony charge. On August the 8th, 2022, pre-trial began, and the case was sealed from the public at the behest of Chris's lawyer due to the nature of Chris's internet fame. So due to the case being sealed, it is currently impossible for me to know exactly what happened in the case. That is, for now, that information will be leaked out online eventually. But what I can say is that prior to the case being sealed, Chris's lawyer did make a plea to the judge to have the case dismissed on the account of Chris's autism. You can see a paper trail of numerous letters being sent back and forth from Chris's lawyer and the Virginia Department of Behavioral Health and Development Services. And on April the 26th, 2023, nearly 2 years after Chris was arrested, she'd be released from prison pending a review scheduled for August of 2023. Chris would go low profile mode, being spotted around town, at Walmart, playing Magic the Gathering, etc. On August 25th, 2023, Chris's case would come to a close, with the case being dismissed. My assumption is the autism play that the lawyer had concocted actually happened to work. Chris would be fairly silent for the next couple of months until October the 17th. Chris would make a return, not only to Twitter, but on YouTube as well. uploading a video called Jesus Christ Chan Sonichu Prime Resurrected and Returned. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. It seems like a diss song to Team Rocket from Pokemon. Not even a rap song, just a Team Rocket from Pokemon diss singing song, no rap.
Prepare for stupid, make it lucid. Prepare for stupid, make it lucid.
Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting. Clearly, she hasn't learned anything since prison stint. This song is like if autism had Down syndrome. It includes bars like, quote, prepare for stupid, make it lucid.
Prepare for stupid, make it lucid.
Which, ironically, that phrase could not be any less clear to me. There's also bars like, quote, Team Rocket, stupidity stupid, lucid stupid.
Team Rocket, stupidity stupid, stupidity stupid, lucid stupid, lucid stupid, thanks!
One of my favorite things is in the description of the video, it says, quote, I have been taught to use some more advanced programs for video editing and then some. AKA, she knows how to use a green screen.
Stupidity stupid, stupidity stupid, lucid stupid, lucid stupid.
I wanted to kill myself watching this video. She also released a video called Angelica Rosachu's Christmas Play, Part 1. A video where Chris uses his advanced editing skills to add in a winter background on a green screen, as well as a music bed instead of recording audio off laptop speakers.
Played Barabbas. Inuyasha also played James. City of Quickville, on the road to the city of Quickville.
So that actually is an improvement, but she recorded the mic in stereo instead of mono, so the voice is hard pan to the left.
From divine guidances and visions that permit a personal experience and enlightenments.
I swear to God, Chris Chan, take like 1 step forward and 4 steps back every single time. As the title suggests, this is part 1 of what I'm assuming is going to be this R. Kelly trapped in the closet, never-ending nonsense. I don't know. Maybe I'll review it and break it down for you at some point. I don't even know if I have a high enough cringe defense stat to like get through it, but we'll see, I guess. But most importantly, the video that most people probably came here for. Chris released a video called Setting the Record Straight. There was never any fun time involving me in 2021. As you could probably guess, she did nothing to set the record straight in this video.
Well, just so y'all know, straightforward and blunt to the point. The reason I went to jail, the charge I was charged with, I was innocent. There never, ever, 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 ever was any sense between Barbara and I, period. I was innocent.
Honestly, why does it seem like Chris always has a gun pointed at her head from the other side of the camera at all times? Like in every video she's ever made. It's been a while, but I forgot how unbearable Chris's cadence is at talking.
All the haters and fakers and the toxic sinners that tried to manipulate me and so much. I mean, just... That's a mess of good grief right there. Why did y'all have to do that?
On another note, since Chris has returned recording all these videos, she seems to have like a dry booger under her nose. It's been there in all 3 videos and the comments are turned off. Someone needs to tell me this, please. She goes on to blame Isabella for manipulating her. Her claim is that her goal was to get her to false flag, make a false confession about these heinous acts, and with the end goal of either being arrested, which did happen, or I can't say unalive. What's another word for that? What's the Japanese one called? Harikiri. You know what I'm talking about.
And that was the attention that Bella had in all her chopped and screwed up recordings, with all the attention and manipulating me into that. She one way or another, she would have got me into jail or tried to get me to commit unalive.
Which honestly is fair enough, because if you know anything about Isabella Loretta Jank, She's like a human-demon hybrid. Chris then confirms that he is God.
And I meditated and learned everything. I am Jesus Christ reincarnated. I am the one avatar of all existence.
And said she was kept in jail because she was too autistic and no one knew what to do with her.
They couldn't place me anywhere, which is why they kept me in jail for so long, because they didn't know what to do with me. They didn't know what to do with somebody was freaking autistic that you weren't putting your words in. Ish.
Chris then goes on an inspirational rant about how she's taking power back.
But I did nothing wrong, and only the certain individuals online, they had wrongfully manipulated and controlled me and my own narrative, but no more. I take control of my own narrative from now on, not you. Not you lot of haters and fakers.
And then clears things up about her new lady friend. Her name is Flutter, and she is probably totally 30. I skipped over this before, but yeah, so Chris has been seen running around town with a new lady friend who looks like she's 12. She has the body type of a 12-year-old. I'm not making any allegations against Chris. I will take Chris... Yeah, I was going to say I'll take Chris at word, but that's probably not a good idea. Innocent till proven guilty in the court of law. I'll say that. And that's where we leave things for now. Was Chris guilty? I mean, there is a real possibility that Isabella Loretta Jank did trick her into false confessing, self-snitching, basically, on things that she didn't actually do. Like, that is very possible. That wouldn't be the first time a situation like that happened to Chris. Is Chris innocent? Again, perhaps, but if Chris's claim of Isabella orchestrating the whole thing was true, like, shouldn't she have been charged by now for some kind of conspiracy? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like just nothing happened to her. Like, what happened to Isabella? In my opinion, it's probably somewhere in the middle. Chris did something weird and creepy, but not something that he could get arrested. Like, you know, hit a home run or go to third base, whatever the baseball analogy is. I'm not from America. I don't understand baseball. So yeah, maybe that. And that's probably what led to the case being dismissed. There just wasn't like enough evidence for them to do anything. That's probably what happens. Let me know what your thoughts are. Bye.